Hi, welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction video for the 8th episode of Season 2 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called The Dark Age. Last time we saw an old friend of Buffy's appear from her previous school called Billy. He revealed that he knew that Buffy was the Slayer, and Buffy found some comfort in having someone else know her secret, and she didn't have to hide it from him. Billy was actually in a wannabe vampire cult, as you do, and had plans to lure Buffy to their club where Spike would be able to attack her in return for making Billy a vampire. And we discovered the reason that Billy wanted to do this was because he was dying from tumours and cancer. Buffy managed to escape, and Billy got his wish for about 5 seconds when Buffy then turned him to dust. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and at the end of the reaction I'll be discussing what happened and my thoughts about it. And I apologise in advance, but I'm not feeling 100% at the moment. Hopefully I should be okay for the reactions, but I'll give it all I can. And I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1.
Rupert Giles, I need to see him.
Mr. Giles, he's our librarian. Next building over, first door on your left.
Thank you. Manners don't cost anything.
Oh God. Deirdre?
Someone needs some skincare products.
No. Help!
I do that every other Saturday.
I know music. Music has notes. This is noise.
It's got a good beat to it though. You need it for that kind of work.
Somebody, please!
Why don't you just run off to... There's plenty of places you could have run to. So she's zombie? He recognised her.
And the rest is silence.
I have nothing. No idea. She seemed to be some kind of zombie that he recognised, and then when she'd killed him, turned to goop. Nope, gonna need to see more.
Time to go to sleep.
So was that a dream, nightmare, or vision?
Medical transport is delivering a monthly supply of blood to the hospital.
Vampire Meals on Wheels.
Yeah. All you can eat buffet.
Walk me to class?
Pleasure.
Look at them.
A twosome of cuteness.
Can't you just imagine them getting together?
Ooh. Why would you want to?
That edition was my father's. I must have read it 20 times.
So finally, I just started underlining all the pages I really wanted to discuss.
Underlined.
But then, of course, I spilled coffee all over it.
First edition.
Joking.
Lying, Rupert. The book's fine.
I'd be traumatised if someone did that to one of my new books, let alone an old one.
This weekend.
Would you like to go out?
No, I think I'd like to stay in.
Rupert Giles?
Something's going to crop up, just don't stop that from happening.
Yes.
There was a homicide on campus last night. The victim had no identification, but he was carrying this slip of paper with your name and address on it.
So they're not suspecting him of anything, they just want him to try and identify the body.
You had your breakfast?
No.
That was probably a good idea.
Would they do it like this? Take him straight to the morgue?
Do you know him?
I did. His name's
Look at
Philip
the
Henry.
pictures.
He's a friend of mine in London. I haven't spoken to him in 20 years.
Do you know what that is? The tattoo.
No.
Didn't we see that in that dream vision thing that Giles had? So he does. So are vampires okay drinking not fresh blood? I mean, obviously the blood's going to be kept on ice to make it viable, but I suppose it's okay in emergencies if they can't find someone to bite or they don't want to go out. Get a little snack, keep snack at home.
Hey! No sampling the product.
Thing is, it's too late for that blood now. Surely it's already been tainted in many ways. They can't.
Angel!
Buffy, look out!
They can't trust that it's safe now because it's been opened and handled. They don't know which one was fiddled with then and which one wasn't.
Do you think you can make sure the hospital gets the rest?
That's a bit of a big thing to ask vampires to do. That must be hard. It'd be overwhelming, the smell.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to say goodnight now.
Whoa.
I'm trying to reach Deirdre Page. My name is Rupert Giles. She knows me.
Was that the name of the zombie earlier, Deirdre?
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't know. When did she pass away?
So that's two people he knew back then who've died. Ethan Raines, that's the guy who was in the Halloween episode, had the shop, the rental shop, who knew Ripper from his past. He's got the tattoo as well. God, is that really a job they've got to do? They've got to check to make sure the bodies are still in there. Flippin' heck. Maybe in Sunnydale they have to, because things like this happen.
You haven't seen anything weird?
Nope.
No, he seemed perfectly normal yesterday when I saw him talking to the police. Something about a homicide.
They weren't talking at all when she was there, so how would she know it was about homicide? But you would have thought they would all know about the murder, or a body being found on campus. That would be all around the school. Okay, how big is the library? You never see kind of the back bit like this, so it looks like it goes a long way back.
Yes, the police. Well, they'll have all those questions, and they'll really need Rupert to answer them all.
You know Giles.
We go back.
Oh yeah, she doesn't know that they know each other.
You're in grave danger while Ethan's there. I want you to put the phone down and get out of the library as soon as possible.
Buffy!
He puts Buffy in the way. So he's after Ethan, but being distracted by Buffy.
Don't let him get away!
Oh, well done, Cordelia. Okay. Seemed a bit easy, but okay. God, he does look a mess, doesn't he?
Timmy!
So they only hold a form for
Where'd he go?
time.
Are you alright, Jenny?
Oh, is she kind of like absorbed something? She's possessed now or something. Yep.
Giles, what's going on?
It's complicated, Buffy, and quite frankly, it's private.
Not anymore. That was a really flippant thing for him to say.
This is not your battle.
It is.
And as your
Now?
watcher, I'm telling you unequivocally to stay out of it.
He's made it their battle.
Will, I want you to find out anything and everything you can about the Mark of Icon.
Go away.
What about me? I care about Giles.
Work with Xander.
Well, it's quite a big thing. She stepped up, volunteering to help, said she cared about Giles, so fair play.
I'm so very sorry about all of this.
but not so enough to tell them about it.
I never meant for you to be involved in any of this.
But she is now.
Nothing's safe in this world, Rupert. Don't you know that by now?
Aha!
Under its influence.
It's not Egyptian, it's Etruscan, mistaken for Egyptian by the design pattern, but any fool can see it predates their
course.
iconology.
Duh.
Can only exist in this reality by possessing an unconscious host. Temporary possession imbues the host with a euphoric feeling of power.
Well, Jenny was unconscious when it touched her.
Once called, Igon can also take possession of the dead, but its demonic energy soon disintegrates the host, and it must jump to the nearest dead or unconscious person
Jenny.
to continue living. No one dead.
But someone unconscious.
That's a very specific thing. If Jenny wasn't unconscious at the time, that would be it. It'd be all over.
What was that?
What was what?
So she is completely under its control. It might not even be her. It might be this Igon.
Or you could take advantage of me in my weakened state.
I really hope it's influencing her and it's not the demon speaking.
You never had the strength for me. You don't deserve me.
It's not influencing her. It is actually the demon.
3 down, 2 to go. Be seeing you.
So it can move. Pause in a second. So, and I'm not. I'm no longer going to apologise for pausing videos, because that is the whole point of the reaction, is to discuss what's happening. So I mentioned that. So the demon, or whatever it is in her. It can only jump from vessel to vessel if the other vessel is unconscious or dead. I don't know if they hurt it when it's in her. Is it going to hurt her? Can it? I mean, if it stays in her for too long, will she revert to that gelatinous state? Yeah, don't know. Let's see.
They show up, they scare us, I beat them up, and they go away. This isn't any different.
It is different.
Because you don't know how to stop it?
Because I created it.
That doesn't make it different though. You still have to stop it.
This.
That's Giles?
One of us would go into a deep sleep, and the others would summon him. It was an extraordinary high.
God, demon drug. Dangerous.
We tried to exorcise the demon from Randall, but it killed him.
I'd better. Giles, you're barely mobile, and speed is of the serious essence here.
Well, I better keep them all together though.
I'll, try to contain it until we figure something.
You should have told them all this. It's wasted time. I assume he didn't tell them because he didn't want them to know about his past, that he was effectively doing drugs, demon drugs, and he summoned the demon in the first place, which is kind of the opposite of what they do. They stop demons and monsters. But everyone's done stuff in the past. He's now trying to redeem himself. Well, in his mind, he's trying to redeem himself. He's obviously guilty about that, his friend who died. But they're all a team now. They have really formed themselves as a team. And he should have told them. He knew things were going to get worse and worse. There's only 2 of them left. It's coming after him. It makes sense for him to tell them what happened, and they could all work together to stop it. So that's not good on his part.
Look, it's coming for you.
And you came to protect me. Oh, no, please.
Oh.
Ladies first.
You need her to protect you.
Oh, hey, why don't we find another dead body for the demon to jump into?
Yes, at the cemetery.
Well, that won't kill the demon. It'll only give it a change of scenery.
Yeah, but buys you time. It gets out of his calendar, and it's a bit bad, but you could kill that body, get rid of the demon.
Buffy, get out of here.
No! No!
He's killing her.
No, trust me. This is gonna work.
It's transferred his dead. But he's not just dead, he's a vampire.
I've had a demon inside me for a couple 100 years. Just waiting for a good fight.
But there was no way they could know exactly what was going to happen, and if the demon in Angel was going to win, what if Igon had beaten the demon? He would have fully taken over Angel. Yeah, it's got very lucky. It was a big thing for Angel to agree to do it, considering the risk.
Dinner or a drink? When you're feeling stronger?
Sure, sometime. Yeah, sometime.
I think we're supposed to be training right now. I have just the perfect music. Go on, say it.
It's not music, it's just meaningless sounds.
There. Feel better?
Yes, thanks. Bay City Rollers. That's music.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, so it's a good episode. So, obviously, the Halloween episode implied that Giles had a really bad past, and he was violent and quite brutal in that episode for the attack on Ethan. Whereas this just shows he had not a dark past as such, but misguided. He joined a group, they did demons, demon drug, someone died, but it's not, it doesn't quite make that connect with the violent side of him. It doesn't really show that, so it's a bit odd. Is there still stuff that we don't know? Obviously there is, but is this meant to have wrapped that up? Don't know. Obviously Ethan escaped, so might see more of him in the future and uncover more of the past. But that's a bit odd for me. It doesn't quite match up with the previous episode and what we learned about, well, what we did learn about Giles, more to the point. And then we've got Jenny. Yeah, things were going really well, and now she couldn't even bear to be touched by him. I'm trying to think why she's having that reaction. The only real way I can, obviously I know she gave a demon, but is it because it was his fault that he was involved in generating the demon in the first place? It's not like he meant for her to be taken over by the demon. The worst thing for me about all of it was that he didn't tell when that second zombie attacked them and they had locked up in the cage, and he basically said then it was none of their business and he sort of walked off. That was the worst thing. He should have told them what had happened and they could have all worked to solve it. It's the fact that he sort of took it on his own to deal with it. So is it that she's more upset about, that he didn't trust them to help them? Because I don't know. It's a little bit confusing, a bit wishy-washy, that whole that bit. Is she going to forgive him? Well, that's a rhetorical question. I don't want to know the answer. I guess we will find out in future episodes. Yeah. Well, I'm going to leave it there because I need to take a load of paracetamol. and ibuprofen. So I will see you for the next episode. Let me know what you thought about this one in the comments below, and be seeing you.